Welcome to Shrad's Talks Books. I'm Shrad. I'm a bookworm. I read, review, share, and give unsolicited book recommendations to all my friends who may or may not be readers. I genuinely believe that the books are dangerous and they should come with a warning label that says, "This might change your world." This podcast is my way of taking those unsolicited book recommendations to a new level. I will talk about books that I read, things that are about books, book world, authors, new and old favorites, once a week. My views and opinions might not always resonate with the popular ones. Please join me in enjoying the return word. Hope we change the lives together.
A thousand splendid suns that hide behind her walls. Very few countries are as distinctly in people's memories as Afghanistan. My first memory of this country is associated with a Hindi language movie called Kabul Express. I'm not sure if you've seen it or if you have any views about it. But for me, it was a mind-numbing experience. It's a movie about a journalist duo visiting Kabul post the US insurgency. Now, there's a lot of commentary in the movie about war and its effect, but what stuck with me even today is a one scene that defines this movie for me. It's where John Abraham sees a kid sitting on a half-demolished wall, and he offers to play football with the kid. You see the face of this kid just lighting up with this beautiful smile. But then he gets down from the wall and you see that he only has one leg. What stays with you most about that scene is that the kid is happy, like any other kid would have been being called out to play. And you realize that he's okay with having one leg. That was very chilling for me. This tragic acceptance of life that is not perfect. I was angry for a long time after watching this movie. I couldn't find any rhyme or reason behind all the violence. I could not justify the destruction of a beautiful country, could not fathom the whys behind all the whats. It broke my heart, devastated me to know that, all my anger and anguish were important. That I wouldn't be able to change or alter anything, that I could not do anything to make it better, because to make it better, you need a certain freedom. It's been long since I saw the movie, more than a decade now, and the feeling had gone blunt. The country was at far corner of my mind because life happened and I moved ahead. But that's when Khaled Hosseini happened. A Thousand Splendid Suns was referred to me by a fellow bookworm, and it took me a while to read it. I had my reasons for postponing it. It wasn't available in paperback. I don't have time or opportunity to read it. Reasons kept on coming. But I guess somewhere deep down, I was just scared of what might unfold. I finally picked it up after a lot of to and fro, and God, I'm glad it did. If you want a one-word review of the book, it should most definitely be turbulent. Reading A Thousand Splendid Suns is a turbulent experience on all levels. As a female, a homemaker, a mother, a sister, and a daughter. As a female who has opinions and has the freedom to express them. As a person who has been given all chances and opportunities to learn, to excel, and to earn her keep. As a human being who who was born and raised in a free country, whose biggest concern in a day revolves around catching the public transport to make it to office on time, or maybe what to cook for dinner tonight. Reading A Thousand Splendid Suns makes you feel privileged to be born in a country where it is safe to sleep in your own bed at night, where if you feel like you can, keep your lights on, windows open all through the night, where you know that your husband, your wife, or your sister, brother, mother, father, they'll be back home for dinner after their office every single day. Where if you need to, you can walk up to the market to buy whatever you want. Go out and dine if you like. Where going to doctor is as simple as switching on a light bulb. But the privilege is not what stays with me. The Thousand Splendid Suns is also turbulent because it makes you feel and see and experience a range of emotions that you would rather live without easily. The story revolves around two females, Mariam and Leila. Both come from two different families and rather different times. As life would have it, both are married to the same person called Rashid. Both of these females have fine examples of character studies. Mariam's rebelliousness, her affection for her father, resentment towards her mother, her dreams, her wishes, her respectful love for Mullah Faizullah. Leila and her predicaments, her wishes, and wishful longing for her mother's attention, her respect, love, and protectiveness towards her babi, her joys and smiles with her friends and in Tariq, their games and dreams, plans for a future none of them is sure about. Two lives, two dreams, two females from two very different times and so very different families with different values and mindsets. Thrown together by fate, the uncertainty of life in a war-riddled Afghanistan, and one man, Rashid. Where Mariam and Leila are the white end of a color spectrum, Rashid is the stark opposite of it. He's the embodiment of corrupt Islamic idols, who believes that the rightful place of a female is at his feet and believes and enforces the traditions of burqa on both Mariam and Leila. He has no qualms about raising his hand to his wife. Rather, he believes that it is his right to do so. There are times when you want to object, do something to affect or change what is happening in the narration, and I guess that should tell you everything about the narration style and power of Mr. Hosseini. Somewhere between pages 1 and 5, you simply forget that you are reading a novel. You are dragged into a life and time that's effortlessly built around you and consumes you out. A Thousand Splendid Suns has all that makes it a memorable and impactful novel. The language is simple, the flow is effortless, events are straightforward and entirely plausible. These characters are believable and the narration is smooth. It takes you through the times and lives not only of the protagonists, not only just Mariam and Leila or not only just Rashid, but it also takes you through Afghanistan. For this country, its history, politics and sociology plays a vital role in this story. You not only bear witness to the ups and downs in Mariam's life and Leila's life and Rashid's and Tariq's life, but also that of Afghanistan. You see it fighting USSR and rebel factions. You witness the emergence of Taliban and aftermaths of Twin Towers and US insurgency. Step by another step, you witness the changes, The rise and fall of hopes and dreams and properties and cities and values and culture. You witness and feel for this country and the countless heartless violence that the country has suffered. It makes you think, it makes you restless. Isn't that what exactly a great novel should do? Given a chance, I can speak and speak and speak and speak some more about how wonderful the book is, how it makes you cry, how it makes you thankful for all the liberties and freedoms that we have. I can go on singing praises about the narration, the style, the vivid imagery, but that's not the point. I am in love with this book. I recommend it wholeheartedly to anyone who would listen. The most befitting end to this review can only be in the form of the verse from which the author got the name of the book. The title comes from a Josephine Davis translation of a poem Kabul, which was originally written by the 17th century Iranian poet Said Tabrizi. Every street of Kabul is enthralling to the eyes. Through the bazaars, caravans of Egypt pass. One could not count the moons that shimmer on her roof, and the thousand splendid suns that hide behind her walls.
Hey, you stuck till the end. Congratulations. How does it feel to have endured my rants and rambling? Sounds great, doesn't it? I assume since you reached the end, there must have been something that you liked, and I would love to know what worked. If something didn't work, please let me know instead of leaving rude or nasty comments. If I agree with it, I will try to change it. But since I'm a little stubborn, change won't be easy or fast, so have patience. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you in advance for all the wonderful comments you're about to make. And more than that, thank you for sharing this delightful little gem of a podcast with all your friends and family. Have a great time ahead and see you soon.